1985 was a very tough year in Jamaica. It was the year in which we had the gas riots, because the OPEC had raised gas prices, so the price of gasoline and everything, cooking gas, everything that is related to gas was raised. Bus fare, taxi fare, train fare, all public transportation, they had to raise. So everything was raised. So, the cost of living went up, people became angry, and, there was a riot over the price of gas. So, at the time, I was actually managing a service station in the heart of Kingston, central Kingston. So, I managed this gas station. It was actually a tough job. It demanded me to be there to open the station at 7 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I'm not leaving that it until 12 o'clock at night. So I was just busy. Plus, you have a gas crisis, so you know that people come into you at all times, hoping that you could help them with gas sometimes, So, asking for favors, that kind of thing. So that same year, the artist, Michael Levy, came to me and asked me if I could produce a record for him. Now, to be honest with you, I was very, very busy. I had no intention of going in the record industry because I was just too busy. And not just that, but Michael Levy was a person whom, was always, fighting, getting in trouble. So I said, no, so I wasn't too encouraged to produce a song for him. But, he persisted. He came to me almost every day asking me to do this, asking me to produce this song for him. So to get him off my back, I said, okay, let me hear the song. So he came and he was singing the song. I found out that the song was fitting, very fitting to the time that Jamaica was going through in 1985. The song was really fitting. So, so after listening to the song, we did a few changes to the lyrics, and I decided to produce it for him. So, that same week, I went to Channel 1 studio and booked a time in which we could go and produce the song. Now, at the time, you had massive unemployment. Michael Levy was unemployed. What he used to just hang out at the gas station, sitting down, doing nothing. So I said, okay, if I can give him a chance, because he was begging me for a chance to do something with his life. So I said, okay, if I can do that for him, let me do that. And I'm saying to myself, okay, I like the song sounds pretty good. So at the time of when we were supposed to record the song, all that we did, we went to Randy's record. Now, Randy's record was the main record shop in Jamaica. He had record from all over the world. Anything you wanted, any kind of music, Randy's had it. And then you had Gregory Isaacs at his record shop, just a few blocks from Randy. So musicians were always hanging out in that area. Then you had the Ward Theatre, near it also too. So it was easy to find musicians just hanging out. So we just went down there, found some musician, told them that we had a record to produce, asked them how much they would charge, for, let's say, 2 hours or whatever, but 2 hours minimum. So they said, okay, our fee will be this, our fee will be that. Now, to be honest with you, I don't remember the name of the musicians. I only remember one name, and that wasn't his real name, because most of the time in Jamaica, people don't go by their real name. They go by just, you can call them anything. Now this musician, he was the one who was responsible for playing the keyboard. They call him Scratchy. So he played the keyboard. That's the only name I remember. So we went to Channel 1 and we did the recording. And after we did the recording, we took the tape, brought it to Tough Gong, Tough Gong, stamped the records, and we were in business. Now, another reason why I wasn't too interested in actually doing the music, but as I said, I'm saying, if I can help this person, he has a good voice, the song sounds good, let me say what I can do for him, is that I was supposed to migrate to the US. This is where I am now. And when you're migrating, that's a whole different life. That's a whole different setting. That's a whole different environment. You got to start over. There's bills to pay. So I had no intention of even continuing when I came up here in the record business, because it's like I'm coming up here, I know nobody in the music business, so that wasn't on my agenda. I just did this as a one-time deal for this guy, hoping that I could get back the money that I used to produce it, which I did get back. Yes, I broke even, because the record sold something so that I could get back a little of the money that I put in it to produce it. So that's it. I came to America. I forgot everything, because now it's a different life. My wife was up here, so I had to come. Bring the family. Three kids came to this country. Now that's Jamaica. Now this is America. That's 1985, I produced a record. In the year about 2018, my son, who lives in Florida, gave me a call, and he said to me, "Daddy, do you know a guy by the name of Michael Levy?" To be honest with you, I didn't remember who Michael Levy was. So he said to me, "Okay, do you know a song called When Am I Gonna Get My Freedom?" I said, "Oh, yes. I said, "I produced that song." Oh, he said, "Well, and the singer is Michael Levy." I said, "Okay." I just didn't remember about it, because to me that was just another life. So I said, why? So I said, "Why did you call? How did you know about the song?" He said somebody contacted him on Facebook thinking that it was he who produced the song, due to the fact that we both have the same name. I am senior, he is junior. So they thought it was you who produced the song. So he said, "Okay." So I said, if you can give them my number, just give them my number and let them call me. Now, I don't know if it was Jonathan who called him or who, but Jonathan got in contact with me on Facebook last year, and he asked me if I could give him the rights to make copies of the record for sale, which I did, and that's the story of when I'm gonna get my freedom so far. Jonathan is the one now who has to continue with the story to see how far this record can go. So that's just a brief history of the record and how it was produced. So thank you all for listening.